Let's get into this conversation, okay? A moment for your children. If you are based in Gauteng specifically, you might want to hear about this. Now, with school holidays just around the corner, many parents are asking themselves the same question. How do we keep our kids engaged, inspired, and maybe even a little less glued to their screens? I often ask the parents, are you as glued as you want your child to be? Nevertheless, not the focal point of the conversation, because here's what we know. Children today are spending more time on digital devices, of course, social media, you name it. They have familiarized themselves with these platforms. However, we kind of want to now gauge where their creative nuances are. Things like music, dance, theater. Are we seeing our children gravitate towards that? And today we have an opportunity to see people who are participating in that conversation, not just through words, but in action. Danielle Botha, as well as Byron-Sean Botha, are creative force behind the Ever After Stage Productions, a platform dedicated to nurturing young performers and giving them a real professional experience in the world of musical theatre. And this holiday season, they're bringing to the magic and, of course, to life Frozen Princess, a heartwarming musical taking place in South Africa, and this in State Theatre. The State Theatre is based in Pretoria. Thank you so much for joining us, Daniela and Byron-Sean. It's a pleasure to be speaking to you this evening.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thanks so much.
I want to start off with just what you're noticing in society. I can only imagine as individuals who work with children, you notice their focus, their attention span. What are some of the things that you're seeing are different in children now than yesteryear?
I think you've definitely touched on the first thing. The attention spans every year, it seems like the attention spans are becoming less and less. And it's something that I think we all need to and want to combat. Even myself, I mean, we sit and we scroll TikTok endlessly for hours. So you sort of get that brain rot happening where you think, what did I actually watch 2-3 videos ago? So, yeah, that's something I'm noticing. I don't know about you.
Yeah, on the contrast, you also have the ability to just absorb more and more information as well. So, I mean, when we were kids, when we did, youth theatre, we thought we were good with our 5, 6, 7, 8, right clap, left clap, right clap, left clap. And now you look at it, and it's just phenomenal, the talent that they have, putting real talent on stage, and they make people that perform in Hamilton look silly, some of the kids, because of what they see online, because of all the tutorials and all the videos that they can watch and everything that they're taking there.
I like that, Byron. That's a good spin to the use of technology. Yeah. Let's talk about Frozen Princess and take us back to the beginning. What inspired this particular story?
Sure. So Ever After is actually a COVID baby company. It was founded during COVID. So we've been around now almost for exactly 5 years. I think 2 or 3 days ago it was exactly 5 years. Yeah. And every year we bring a new musical to life. So we started with Rapunzel, then Cinderella. And as the years progressed, we noticed the children that are with us, instead of us choosing the stories, they were inspiring the stories that would come next. So we went from Beauty and the Beast to Aladdin, and now we're at the Frozen Princess. I think we can both agree that it was time for us to bring something that showcased the talent that these children have, that showcased the amount of hours of work that they've put into honing their skills and improving their skills. I think we can all agree that Frozen is a little bit, there's an expectation that comes with Frozen.
100%.
And the Frozen Princess really and truly, I think, in my opinion, brings it to life. And it was the perfect time for us to bring it. And yeah, I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the initial thoughts, the first musical that we did was easy. It was Daniela's favorite fairy tale out there, Rapunzel, so it was an easy choice. And the second one that we had to choose was a little bit more of a discussion between the creative team. What do we do? What direction do we want to go in? And Danielle is exactly right. We see characteristics in the kids, and that sort of inspires us to go, oh, that would be a good this character, that would be a good that character, and that sort of guides us into what we're going to do. And I think we were just at the right time, the right place, where we just decided it's time to do the Frozen Princess.
Oh, that is so adorable. So you must have some very strong singers in your cluster of children, yes?
Yes, I think I don't even, I can't even hone one in particular. This cast is so vocally strong, but also the variety between each and every cast member is wild. We go from pop voices to classical musical theatre voices. We've got some rappers. I can't even choose a specific child and say, oh, this one's the best, or this one's the best, or this one's the best. They work together in such harmony,
yes,
and they work together so well, but individually, each of them is just, each and every one of them is incredibly talented.
Yeah, it actually makes me furious, because again, going back to the step clap, and they're singing like they sing now, makes me real mad. No, the kids have phenomenal voices, like real powerhouses. And it's not just people that are just vocally strong, the same people that are your vocal leads are also the people that can do triple pirouettes, and jetés, and they're just jumping all over the place and everything, and you just sit there and
and they also bring heartwarming performances along with those voices. I mean, triple threats is the absolute correct word for each and every one of the cast members.
Sure. The voices there of Danielle and Byron-Sean Botha joining us this evening, the creative force behind Ever After Stage Productions. This is a platform dedicated to nurturing young performers and giving them a real professional experience in the world of musical theatre. If you have questions, do find us on WhatsApp +278 3288 6684. I want to look at the schematic, how you select these children. Is it parents that come to you? Is there an audition? You spoke about triple threat. I'm thinking, does my child need to have all these? Will they be trained into all these triple threats? What's the context?
So we start with quite a vigorous audition process. I think for the Frozen Princess in particular, we had about 200 to 300 children that came in and auditioned, and we only select 40. As much as we would love to take all of them, unfortunately, the cast only allows for a certain amount of children in the cast. So we select 40 from there. And then they don't need to be triple threats. Look, it's wonderful when they walk in, and they are. And I think the kids that have been with us for a while are. They've learned, they've been trained. But most of the time, they'll walk in going, I'm a really great singer, but I want to learn to do some more. Or I'm a really great dancer, but I really enjoy what I see happening on West End or Broadway, and I want to see how I can do that. So we encourage them to audition with all three, but sometimes, those nerves get the best of them, just like they get the best of us. And they'll say, look, I'm just going to do what I'm comfortable with. And we get to see that spark within them and that passion within them. And that's when we go, you know what? This one is a good one. We're going to keep them in the cast. And we then go on a 9-month process or rehearsal process of training them up, making sure they're ready for this show in particular, but also being ready for a show that may come after. So, for example, with the Frozen Princess, we did 5 different workshops with them, and we like to bring in professionals from all over the country to train them up. So if I think of, every show we do 5 workshops. So if I think of some of the workshops we've done in the past, we did a stage fighting workshop with an incredible stuntman that worked on the set of Avengers Age of Ultron, and he worked with our kids. And Chappie.
Mad Max.
Yes. So he worked with the kids for 3 hours, and that was for, I believe that was for Cinderella, because we had a small fight scene in that, but not all the kids were involved in that fight scene, but we gave them all that opportunity to work with this professional, so that if they wanted to veer off sort of down that path, they had a little bit of experience. And I mean, those workshops go from stage fighting, parkour. We did a belly dancing one last year. We do some more theatrical ones like character analysis. Makeup workshops, special effects makeup workshops. So throughout the 9 months, they get not only the training that they are getting for that particular show, they also get those 5 workshops that they will go through in preparation for this show, but also in preparation for what they might be doing once they leave the show, or if they want to go into the industry, giving them a few more tools to go into their toolbox, that the next audition they go to, they've got some extra to do, you know?
Absolutely. And what are the age frames, the age range that you select for the cast?
So it goes between the age of about 8 or 9, all the way up to young adults, so 25. So we have quite a large range of ages, but most of the kids that work with us are between, I want to say, 13 and 18.
Yeah. That being said, I just want to hop back to the previous question with regards to the auditions. I think it's very important to note that it's not always just about the talent. And I know that sounds silly when you put on a production, but very often it's more about the work ethic. You know, we see kids that sometimes come and, you know, they don't necessarily get in, and we speak to the parents and we speak to the child and we say, listen, you were great, you're very talented in your acting, but maybe go work on XYZ, on dancing or singing or whatever. And they actually come back, and, you know, having that work ethic go back into it, that already puts the kid a bump up for us. And that's also something that's important to note.
Sure. If you want to send through your questions, please do find us on WhatsApp, +27832886684. I see that Lisa Jaram says, we love you, Dan and Byron. I suppose those are folks that know you and they're just shouting out their love there. Let's talk about Frozen Princess, right? When are we taking stage? What can parents expect?
So we've already taken stage. We have gotten, I think, 2/3 way through everything. We had a show this morning that was incredible. We had 4 schools come through. And when I tell you, it felt like the roof was going to blow off that place. They were so excited, which made us even more excited. And we actually only have 4 shows left. So our shows are just this weekend and then we're done. So we've got a show tomorrow at 11 a.m. and then another show at 11 a.m. on Saturday, 7 p.m. on Saturday as well. And then our final show is on Sunday at 3 p.m. And then unfortunately, it's very sad for us, but that's the Frozen Princess for this season at least.
Unless if the State Theatre comes through and they say maybe they extend. Unless,
we'll see. Can they just say so? Because I can only imagine that this would be a sight for sore eyes, right? Absolutely. And then for those who are saying, I've heard the conversation, I actually want to see the children in action. Is this only open to parents? Can people buy tickets? What's the conversation there?
Oh, anybody can buy tickets. The show, something I would like to say is that the show is not only for kids. I think the Frozen Princess explores some themes that can be applied to anybody. I think most people can relate to the character of Else, who has this intense fear of just, excuse the pun, but like letting go and just being herself and not worrying about what society thinks of her. And that's something I think no matter what age you're at, you can relate to that. So yeah, anybody can. It's not open to just parents, it's open to absolutely anybody. So bring your friends, bring your family, bring your friends' friends, your grandpa, your uncle, anybody, bring anybody.
Absolutely. For those who are saying, I hear Frozen Princess and I hear you speaking about Elf, but I don't have the context of the storyline. Can you run us through that quickly?
So the Frozen Princess follows 2 sisters. They are princesses, and the eldest sister is she's born to become queen, essentially. She's next in line. But there's a tragic accident that happens. Well, there's two tragic accidents that happen. The first is, I'm not going to spoil anything. But the eldest sister, Else, gains these incredible icy snow powers. And then the second tragedy is that her parents unfortunately passed when they're very, very young. So she's got this intense amount of responsibility put on her with her powers and with her parents, and now she's got to become queen. And then you've got this flip side of the sister who is quirky and funny and just wants to have fun all the time, and she doesn't take life too seriously. So you've got these two sisters that originally worked so well, and now all of a sudden they are so different, and there's a huge blow up and something crazy happens and Else needs to flee. She needs to go. But Annabelle, her sister, is like, oh my gosh, where's my sister going? I need to go find her. What's happening? And that's sort of where we go and what we do in the story. We follow Annabelle and we follow her on her adventures to find her sister again. I really don't want to spoil too much.
I think you've said enough.
Really characters like talking snowmen and reindeers and rugged, tough adventure men on the way.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. I think that was a mouthful, but very helpful. Thank you so much for that, Daniela. For those who want to purchase their tickets, where do they get them?
So you get your tickets on web tickets. They're 170 Rand. And yes, like I said, we've only got 4 shows left, so you better book quickly.
Byron, Daniela, this has been an absolute pleasure. Cannot wait to witness the magic on stage. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
The voices there of Daniela and Byron-Sean Botha joining us, the creative force behind Ever After Stage Productions. And they are going to be responsible for what we see at the State Theatre. Frozen Princess is the production you need to be looking out for. And as opposed to a mature cast, you're going to be finding children on the stage. Children who are said to be triple threats, meaning they can sing, they can dance, they can rap, they can stunt. Listen, that's more than 3 at this stage. Let's take a quick breather. Perhaps you're an adult thinking to yourself, what have I done in my life? When I was a child, what did I do? Don't go there, okay? Stay in the whimsical, magical space of enjoying that particular production. And if you're not in South Africa, find one close to you. Go watch it and then tell us about it. Find us on WhatsApp +278 3288 6684.